In many areas of the country, when spring sets in, work crews set out to repair the potholes and damage left behind by rugged winter weather. On the morning of April 23, 1990, in Grafton, West Virginia, Department of Highway trucks were out in force to make the roads a safer place to travel.
Asphalt is very sticky, and it's a very hot substance, anywhere normally from 310 to 360 degrees.
Alan Manier and his fiancée, Dawn Keener, were heading west on Route 50 that day.
We were taking our dog Dana to get his hair cut, and it was going to change our lives.
State Highway Superintendent Donna Gallagher also happened to be driving down the same road.
I was on my way that morning to where our heavy equipment division was working. I noticed one of our asphalt trucks coming down the hill. In my mirror, I noticed the wheels of the asphalt truck dropping off the berm. As I was going around the curve, I lost sight of him. I assumed from the way the truck was sliding that his load had shifted. But when he didn't come back to me immediately, I found a place to turn. At that point, he did come back and say, "Donna, get help. I've turned over onto a car."
Oh my God, it's hot. Get me out of here, Dawn. I'm burning up.
Less than 3 miles away at a highway department worksite, Foreman John Cross heard Donna's call for help.
I broke in and asked her if I could give her some assistance.
I don't know for sure if it's going to recuperate.
I just felt the vehicle hit us, and then the asphalt started coming in through the windshield. It was very hot.
Somebody get him out!
When I looked at Alan and said, "Are you okay? Can you get out?" and he said, "No, I'm stuck," it was panic.
A couple of other people had stopped, and they were trying to help the driver to keep his head and face and neck from being covered with asphalt. It was quite a traumatic experience to realize who was pinned in that car. Alan had grown up with my children and had been at my home numerous times through their school years and was just almost like one of my own.
Alan, keep calm. We'll get you out. We'll get you out quickly.
We were all at that point thinking, get Alan out, but keep Dawn calm. You know, don't let her go into shock.
We gotta get my kids.
Because I had jeans on, it held the heat in, which caused more burning. The skin rolled off as I took the jeans off.
When John and crewman Anthony Rome arrived, they used the shovels they'd brought to try and get Alan out of the car.
Somebody get him out.
Blacktop in. Get a shovel there. Get a shovel there. I'll get a truck so we can get him off of there. Hold off of there. Clarksburg 41 to Clarksburg 45, Mark.
45, go ahead, John.
Hot asphalt was burning my feet up, so I didn't think he'd have any legs left.
Burning up.
Gotta get this truck off and go.
It's just like the adrenaline. It's like, you know, you going 150, 160 miles an hour. There's a human being in there. He's burning up. You don't know if you're going to save him or not.
We were all frantically working, trying to keep them calm, trying to keep them from going into shock, trying to get Alan out of that burning asphalt.
Don. He's all right. He's all right. They're getting him out. He's all right.
Ashley, come on off.
It was very frustrating to not be able to help someone you love. That was torture in itself. That was pain. Suffering. Because I knew he was suffering.
Back up, Mark. Whoa, that's good. Just leave it right there.
We pulled the truck off that Toyota, but the door was jammed, and the top of the roof was smashed down almost against him. And all this time, he's laying in there screaming, "Please, please, I'm burning up. I'm on fire. Please get me out of here."
Use the glove. Use the glove. Just hold on.
You can feel your skin getting real warm through the gloves, but you just don't pay too much attention to it because we know that we wanted to give him as much help as we could.
After 20 minutes, they finally managed to free Alan from the car.
We were afraid of shock for both of them. We knew not to try to remove the asphalt in any way because that could have started very bad bleeding. It would have pulled probably several layers of skin off with it.
Rescuers with Grafton Emergency Services arrived, including EMT Lottie Moyer, and took over Dawn and Alan's care.
He was really burnt. I didn't know how their body system was going to react to all that heat being on them.
Almost got them off, Al.
After being in the car that length of time and me getting out as quickly as I did, I knew it had to be 10 times worse for him than for myself.
They're going to fly you to Pittsburgh, Alan.
Both victims were taken by life flight helicopter to West Penn Burn Center. Alan's condition was critical.
Alan's injuries covered 40 to 50% of his body.
Let's get some IVs in him so we can medicate him before we start the debris.
It was quite clear that Alan's burns were down to the bony level.
Plastic surgeon James Smith was brought in to try and save Alan's leg from amputation.
On your hand, this is mineral oil.
I was concerned that reconstruction would not leave him a functional leg, or he may lose it because of infection.
So it's soaked and crying for a little while.
Alan and his family discussed amputation and decided, although it was very complicated surgery, he wanted to attempt a reconstruction to have a functional lower extremity.
Still, you have a lot of lines in.
Oh, God.
Alan subsequently underwent 6 operations in which doctors used muscles from his back and stomach to rebuild his leg.
Alan was a very motivated individual and was determined to get well after this incident, and he's done marvelously.
You're going to have to take time off and go fishing with us.
There was quite a few times that I just wanted to quit. I kept thinking, is it worth going through all this pain? But it's an attitude you learn when you're laying on your back. You can either just quit and give up, or you can just tell yourself, I want to live. I want to do the things I did before.
It's been 3 years since the accident.
I coached Pop Warner football kids from 8 to 12. I've coached for 12 years.
He doesn't have the mobility that he used to have, but he's still an excellent coach. He's very good with kids. He wins a lot of ball games.
I still have pain in my kneecaps, and it's not a real pretty leg, but it's mine. It's there, and I can use it.
Good. Each day is a blessing. I mean, it could have all ended that day on April 23rd, 1990, but it didn't.
On December 15th of 1990, Dawn and Alan were married.
The accident brought us closer together. It also made us both realize how much we loved each other.
I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm living. And I'm thankful for the ones that did help me to get out of the vehicle and kept it shoveled away from me. We owe them a great deal. I owe them a lot. I might not be here if it wasn't for them.
When I see Alan and Don walking around and laughing today, anything you did was worthwhile. And I thank everyone that was there and everything they did to help us that day.